The Trump administration officially ending an Obama-era policy giving amnesty to roughly 4 million parents of illegal immigrants. Homeland Security revoking the program known as DAPA, which intended to protect illegal immigrant parents from deportation and provide them with work permits. Well, turning now to Michelle Malkin, who is, well, one of the country's leading conservative commentators, a best-selling author, and all-around great American, host of Michelle Malkin Investigates on CRTV.com. Michelle, good to have you with us. Let's start with your take on the drama that's playing out around the special counsel and a president who is surrounded by the deep state, the national left-wing media, the left, the elites of his own party.
He's under siege, and he's doing everything in his power, which is mighty, to combat his enemies within that Beltway swamp, and I applaud him every step of the way. Unfortunately, he is not getting as much of an assist from so much of the GOP elite, but we expected that. Yeah. And so I expect
We're talking about Ryan. We're talking about McConnell.
Yes.
And their leadership
Name the names,
team.
Lou. Yep, that's absolutely right. And, you know, in the military, this is known as fragging, you know, when you're in your own camp and you're throwing grenades at your friendlies, at your allies. And this is something that Donald Trump has had to combat from the time that he was in campaign mode. And in a way, Lou, it seems that this is how he has to conduct business every single day. Not only does he have to worry about the safety and security of our country and defending our enemies abroad and the infiltrators within, you know, but also within his own party. And it makes it extra tough because it's hard enough combating the political operatives in the mainstream media.
You know, I truly believe that everyone in this country should be writing, calling, texting, doing whatever is necessary, emailing the leaders of the Republicans in Congress and in the Senate to say, get it done, or there will be consequences in 2018. This is no longer about allowing people to preserve their sinecures in the House of Representatives or the Senate. It is about saving the republic, and it is, and particularly because this is a president without whom the Republican Party most likely would have been a minority in both houses. It would not be in power. And to see the way the establishment elites are reacting and basically trying to have his head while keeping their supercilious grins on their faces is just too much to bear for, I think, nearly, certainly most Americans.
I think so. You know, look at this past week where this president was trying to focus on jobs, where he traveled outside of the fever swamps to focus on jobs in Wisconsin, and yet is constantly dragged back into the conspiracy fever swamps and having to defend against all of these scurrilous, unfounded allegations. Why is it that there's so much of a focus on the conspiracy theories and the nonsense about so-called Russian collusion? It's because they need to aim right at the heart at what makes this presidency so strong, which is that so many people across party lines believe that this man supports and defends our country. And anything that they can do to undermine that foundation of patriotism, they will go after.
Michelle Malkin, as always, great to have you with us. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Good to see you. Be sure to vote in our poll tonight. The question is, should President Trump bring together the Republican leadership to discuss whether to fire special counsel Bob Mueller or Rod Rosenstein? The list goes on, doesn't it? But let's start with Robert Mueller. Cast your vote on Twitter at Lou Dobbs. Follow me on Twitter at Lou Dobbs. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at Lou Dobbs Tonight. And breaking news, President Trump hiring another high-profile attorney for his legal team as the special counsel on Russia. That investigation expands bizarrely, unnecessarily, in some sort of peculiar direction of fiction that is admired by the special counsel and obviously the Republican elites, and the list goes on. President Trump adding 76-year-old former prosecutor John Dowd. He investigated Pete Rose for Major League Baseball. He represented John McCain during the Keating 5 scandal. Now that goes back a ways. Dowd joins Mark Kasowitz, Mark Bowe, and Jay Sekulow on the president's legal team.